welcome everyone back to the channel, as today I'm going to review Paranormal Activity 2. And, okay, so just in the possibility that you might not be aware, these movies sequentially were not actually in order based upon their number. This was actually a prequel to the first movie, which I did review. There's a link right there. There's the link right there, where you can go see this video. I don't know if it's a list or if it's the movie directly, but there's the link to see that video. You're welcome. So, Paranormal Activity 2. Now, quick background. The previous one was about Katie and Mika, who were dealing with this poltergeist-like activity, but turns out what actually was happening was the fact that there was a demon. There was a demon in the house. So that's what that one was. Well, this one's going to actually take place, like I said, prior to said event. That's basically it. So this movie, again, does start Katie Featherstone, and also stars Sprague Gaydon as Chrissy, which you do hear mentioned not by name in the first movie, and Brian Boland as Daniel Ray. This also has Molly Ephraim, which if you've seen Last Man Standing, she was actually on that show as one of the main cast. She plays Allie Ray in this movie. And then you get Seth Ginsburg as Brad. Brad's my favorite character, hands down. Oh, wait, he's in the fourth movie. What was the dude in this one? I don't even know. But then you have the little baby who's also in said movie. This movie's good, actually. Now, I love the first one. The build-up, the tension, all that stuff. But I like this one way more. I just do. I think the way this one builds is a little bit better. The scares increase. The budget increased. With the first one, I legitimately thought it was real. I don't know if I mentioned that in the first time I reviewed, but I did. I thought it was legitimately real. And as stupid as that sounds, that's what I thought. But this one, Chrissy and Daniel are having their first kid together, which is Allie's baby brother, half-brother. You can tell the relationship's still kind of new, but all of a sudden things start happening, and, similar to the first movie, it's like night one, night two, first person perspective, or not first person perspective, but the found footage shit. Yeah, the found footage shit. Starts similar with, on the date of blah, 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 stuff was found. But you see Chrissy interact with her sister Katie, and they start talking. They start building the world out and building in the background and everything, and getting you into that little by little. Oh, had to adjust my camera, but they get you into that little by little, and it's interesting, right? The whole story's interesting, but things start happening, and it's very clear from the beginning of this movie, whatever this is, which we find out is the demon, wants the baby. He wants Hunter, which is the baby's name. But he wants Hunter, poor guy. And you just see, everything build up to the end. And yes, spoilers ahead. I am giving away spoilers. You find out, actually, because of Chrissy and her husband Daniel and their decisions with Martine, who is the caretaker, the maid, whatever. That's how you find out Katie ends up actually everything happens. You see Mika, and look, if you didn't think Mika was already a bad person, a piece of shit, there is a particular scene, a very particular scene that really hits it home as to why he is, to me, the biggest douchebag and deserved to DIE in this movie. And it has to do with Allie, and it's gross. It's subtle, and you might not really think of it, but it's in a pool. And I'm going to leave it there. And if you see it, you see it. If you don't, yeah, there you go. You know what the issue was. But everything comes down to the end. There are a couple, really big scenes where I'm like, oh, wow, this is actually a really great use of their bigger budget. And to kind of show the power of this demon and how well it can actually take over a situation and really make things bad for them. The first one being when Chrissy is in the kitchen. It's the morning. She's got some hot tea boiling, and all of a sudden everything just explodes open and shit goes flying everywhere. That's actually a really good jump scare. Jump scares got worse through these movies, but it was still good in this movie. And then the second one to me is after their dog had to be taken away because the dog was attacked for trying to protect the family by the demon. Christy's left all alone, and she tries to go to Hunter because Hunter's crying, and she legitimately just gets dragged down into the basement. Seeing her float off of the steps is fucking awesome looking. It's really quite impressive, to be 100% honest with you. It is really, really impressive. So I'm going to have to really give it big props for that. And this, this movie leaves it to where you can see more. You see, okay, Hunter was taken the same night that, Katie killed Mika. If you haven't seen the first movie, Mika was killed. So you see, just days before his death, it's just really good. It's very intriguing. You get more backstory to the family, why maybe things were happening. You don't get the full picture yet, but like I said, they build upon it, and it's really cool. There's parts where it's just slow. Like the first half hour, 40 minutes is super slow, and I know it's a slow build. It's the tension building, but it gets to a point where it's like the thing out of the pool pops up, and that's that. Like, you have to be patient for the story for it to start actually getting going, and for you to actually fully enjoy the film. But I would give this movie easily a 9 out of 10. Like, it's not perfect, but to me, it's the best of all the Paranormal Activity movies. It'd go 2, it would go 1, and then it would probably go 3, then 4, and 6, 5, 6. I don't know. There's supposed to be a new one coming too. But I'm Zach. That's going to do it for this. This was your movie review of Paranormal Activity 2. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all else, stay spooky. Because it's October. It's not catching on yet. All right, you guys have a great night. Goodbye.